embrace you here.
What's going on, internet? The Black Hokage here, aka TBH, and to be honest, I'm a bit conflicted on Mafia 3. I say that because on one hand you have a very strong narrative, but on the other hand it sits alongside some average gameplay at best. This has me internally debating where Mafia 3 stands amongst all the titles released in 2016.
I need you to look at our options, come up with a plan.
Okay, I'm gonna look at our options and come up with a plan.
What's wrong with you, man?
Personal hygiene is very important.
Story. Who reading a book? Mafia 3 is a revenge story fueled by blind loyalty. Lincoln Clay joined the army and fought in Vietnam to find purpose. When he returns home to New Orleans, he sinks back into his old life, which leads to some tragedy. Naturally, the Italian mob is in the middle of it all, and Lincoln works with a government agent he met back in Nam to supply him with the tools and info that he needs. He also works with Mafia 2's Vito Scaletta and newcomers Cassandra and Burke to bring in a steady flow of cash to fund his war against the mob. Each underboss has their own agenda for the city, so you have to maintain their egos while trying to complete your own mission. If you don't, then that can lead to another dark path. The game's campaign is complemented by well-written cutscenes and top-notch voice acting. You're gonna feel Lincoln's pain and actually give a damn why you're doing what you're doing. The world is this game's strongest aspect. New Orleans in 1968 felt like a character in itself, a character that I would often stop and listen to on the regular. You'll hear common folks on the street mourn the death of Brother Malcolm X and Dr. King. You'll hear the KKK running recruitment ads on the radio, and you'll hear hilarious conversations from the help in every building that you visit.
Men on the moon, I could give a shit, because they're all gonna be white. Fuck them.
The game did an amazing job of transporting me back to a not-so-distant past. Mafia 3's window into America's history is probably the most important of any video game. The game holds a giant mirror up to American society so that it felt authentic, but the game was never being preachy. It gave me goosebumps when the news report came on the radio that two brothers who were Vietnam vets got shot by a white man when their car broke down, and they knocked on his door asking for help, and of course the guy claimed self-defense. Mafia 3 is the most woke game that I've ever played. So woke that the game actually starts off with a disclaimer. I'm telling you right now, if Luke Cage made you uncomfortable, then this game ain't for you. Lincoln Clay is constantly called out of his name. Nigger this, nigger that.
You must be the nigger.
My name is Lincoln Clay, motherfucker.
Nigger? Lincoln Clay? These things mean the same thing.
People will ask you what you're doing on the good side of town. You can't go to certain stores. The police won't show up in the hood, but they'll show up in the white neighborhoods, and police are always watching you, which is indicated by a blue cursor. The game does a great job of constantly reminding you that you're black. For me, it was nothing. I felt like I was playing a life simulator, but for a certain demographic, I'd imagine it's quite the inconvenience. The game is just shocking. I knew they'd address some of this, but not to this extent. When I heard a conversation between two white males about their love of raping black women, calling it a night in the jungle, I knew this game was wild. Just bravo for not watering down the truth and actually going to the extremes that were and still are today a reality. The soundtrack is mwah! I fucking loved it. Mafia 3 hands down has the best soundtrack of any game in 2016. When you're riding from mission to mission, you have the choice to listen to a selection of over 100 songs. Songs from artists such as The Temptations, Aretha Franklin, Marvin Gaye, Johnny Cash, and so many other iconic artists from that era. I was singing almost the entire time I played the game because a lot of the music in the game is what I grew up on. Complementing the soundtrack is a brilliant radio DJ by the name of The Voice. He's the voice of the hood. After finishing main storyline missions, he tends to go on rants about the injustices going on in the country. They were so good. Every single time that I caught one, I'd park my car and I'd listen to it all the way through before resuming play. I remember him ranting about how the only reason most drugs are illegal in America is because the white man is scared white women want to fuck black men when they're off the drugs, and I was just like, hey, yo! Because for those of you unaware, that's actually true. Then after he finished his rant, he plays Aretha Franklin's R-E-S-P-E-C-T. I was like, bruh, the people behind this game are trying to get themselves killed. This shit is fire. Gameplay is unfortunately the game's weakest aspect. It's not bad by any means, it's just not doing anything new. It's average at best. Mafia 3 is a Grand Theft Auto clone. Jack cars, drive the missions, cutscene, complete mission, get introduced to new people, rinse and repeat. The side missions are a complete drag. Every side mission is the same. Go break up some underbosses, whorehouse, or drug operation to bring in more cash flow for yourself. I actually say just play the main storyline because it's full of great set pieces. I remember having to take down a capo while a boat was sinking and people were getting ate by gators. There was this boxing mission and there's plenty of other cool shit. It's just everything outside of the main missions felt like padding or filler. Well, except all the side missions involving killing the KKK members. That never got old. But one thing that is unique about this game is once you took over a district, you had to assign it to one of your underbosses. If you gave too much land to one over the others, then you could lose their loyalty, which could lead to a war. It was cool having to balance people's egos, but that doesn't mean this game doesn't have problems, so let's let's switch gears and discuss some of the game's negatives. This game is too easy. The reality of this game is it's far too easy on normal. I'd actually recommend playing it on hard. The AI in this game is some of the worst that I've ever seen. I'm talking about Assassin's Creed Unity bad. The AI is often oblivious to everything that's going on, which allows you to play reckless. Instead of flanking your blind spots, the game just throws dozens of targets at you to try to overwhelm you. Honestly, the only reason I ever died was because I was playing like a jackass at that moment, running around like Rambo. I can sit here and describe it, but instead I'd rather just show you.
What the shit was that?
Fucking kid.
Nigga!
There's no fast travel in the game. New Bordeaux is huge in this game, so it's a pain in the ass to have to drive everywhere, especially because missions are often on the opposite side of the map for one another. It's 2016. Every open world game should have fast travel, but you should be aware that this one doesn't. This game is a technical mess. Mafia 3 is a technical mess. I'm not exaggerating when I say this game crashed on me at least 10 to 15 times. So much that I almost quit playing halfway through the game. The only reason I kept playing is because I actually cared about the story and the world. Outside of the crashing, I encountered numerous glitches. Objects were constantly flickering in my face. Characters would clip through walls. Cars were floating. The game crashing and glitches are on Assassin's Creed Unity level. Like, it's bad, and this isn't just the PC version. This is all versions of the game. Final thoughts. So here's a quick summary of everything that I discussed today for all you slow motherfuckers. On the positive side of things, Mafia 3 has a strong narrative, great voice acting, an authentic and interesting world, and a great soundtrack. On the negative side of things, the gameplay is uninspired and just average, it's too easy, there's no fast travel, and it's a technical mess. Look, the reality of the situation is, I feel like Hangar 13 spent more time trying to craft an authentic world instead of making a great game. And this is coming from a black man who enjoyed the social commentary this game has to offer, but at the end of the day, this is a game and I play games for gameplay. The game is a technical mess. Assassin's Creed Unity level of technical mess. I love the story, I love the soundtrack, I love the world and its people, but I just cannot recommend this game at full price. I recommend waiting until the price drops and they patch the hell out of it because it's inexcusable the state in which this game was released. And those are my thoughts on Mafia 3. Feel free to share yours in the comment section below, and when you're finished, make sure to subscribe to my second channel over at youtube.com/GIUpdates. We post daily content over there such as rants, news, mobile reviews, anime podcasts, sport podcasts, and more. That's youtube.com/GIUpdates.
Damn, you made it to the end? What a surprise. Well, since you had the time to watch a 6-minute video, that means you had time to hit the like button, comment, subscribe, and share this video. And if all of a sudden you can't find the time or energy, then fuck you. You're part of the problem.